All right, guys, Cop Cutlass. Drove the Cutlass today with the 4500 stall, and it worked out good. I was a little nervous after yesterday's debacle. You know, I take that shit personal. Although I'm not afraid of failure, it does get to me. And I was pretty bummed out, but I kind of just relaxed once I got home and really thought about it. And you guys saw the video last night. So either way, I won't bore you with that shit. So we took it out. We laid a couple of nice 11s out at the lot. And let me tell you, this thing moves. With the 4500 stall, I made a huge improvement that I can feel so far. We'll see at the track. The real on the street, things can always be misleading. The weather today is really nice. It's in like the mid 60s. I had to change my idle slightly because it was different from the last time we drove it. Air conditions a week ago at the track were totally different. Air quality, I should say. So, it's good. Ooh, that was not Rona. Either way, took it out. Everything's good. Everything went as planned. So far, including the drive and everything, I think I'm about a 3 hour and a half done. So, that's pretty good for on the ground, I think. I'm still going to try out the 850 Demon, which I brought back with me. And, you know, the 950... this is the carburetor that I went through, and I'm carefully going through it. Now, I left them outside last night, which worked out really good because it dried them up. As many of you know, when gasoline dries, it kind of dries oily. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to post a picture along with this, too. This is where it was leaking. I'm pretty positive that's where all that fuel was coming from. There's a crack in the base plate. It's not on the surface. It's in there. So, unfortunately, it gave up the ghost on us, on me. My guess is that at some point it was over-tightened and just over time. Maybe when I took it apart, it finally moved enough to actually split because these have all been helicoiled. So this carburetor has been redone a couple of times, and unfortunately, it happened to me, it happened to us. So I'm pretty positive that's going to be our fix. Now, although this is not the correct fix, I'm going to take the base plate from this 650 as a diagnostic procedure, and I'm going to put it on here because it's got all the same exact passages as that one. The only difference is the bore size on the throttle blades. So I'm going to swap that out tomorrow. I'm going to set up my Holly Blue electric fuel pump and wire it in and then set it up with a little fuel jug to rule out the leakage. I'm going to set it up on my vise. And this is going to be very crude, guys, but this is exactly how we're going to diagnose this problem and fix it. So if it is that, then I'm going to be after a base plate because there's no way, I can't imagine that being repairable. It's a cast aluminum base plate. So, and you know, it seems, again, I have to dig in, but you know, there is circuitry in this base plate for the idle feed. So my guess is that the idle feed circuits, which are right here, the transfer slots, go through here. And our fuel is coming out right through there. So, and I kept telling JJ, I'm like, man, it's coming from this fucking bolt hole. Well, this morning after the fuel dried out, it's got that little line right there. I think that's the dead giveaway. But today I really can't. I have to mow the lawn. I got a jungle out there after we got like a week and a half of monsoon season. So tomorrow I'm going to do that. I'm good with the Cutlass. We're ready for the track. I wanted to get it done early in the week because if I have to rechange the converter or something all over again, then I need time. So we're ready. It felt good. I'm going to put a video at the end of this of it. I did a couple little launches at work. I felt good. Drove it on the street. The slip is a little more than what I'm used to. At low RPM, which is really going to suck to drive it on the street, but I'm going to roll out the rest of the season with this, and then I'm probably, if the converter works out good, I'm going to buy it from JJ, and I'm going to keep it with this transmission, and at the end of the season, I'm picking up another Turbo 350 from a friend of mine with an Ultra Bell, and that one, I'm going to plan on getting a nice custom converter made for it, and this is going to be a good backup unit, or even for that big block that we have. I have that 400, I'm going to have the 350, it piled up real fast. So, either way, that's my game plan. I really wish I could have made something. I really wish we could have made something happen yesterday. But we did it. At least the carburetor, I got that, I think, on the mend. I hope. I really hope. And yeah, so we're going to go from there. And anything else? I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. I don't know, guys. But I'm looking forward to mowing my lawn. And I'm done for the day. It's only 11 in the morning. I woke up early and I wanted to take care of shit because I got stuff going on later. But I want to thank you guys for following. If anybody out there has a 950 base plate or something, send me a message. If you're friends with JJ, send him a message. We need a base plate. This carburetor ultimately has to work right all the time. This isn't a temporary thing. I need to buy a base plate for it. So, if anybody has one out there, I'll be honest with you, my budget is going to be $75 because I can buy a Speedmaster aluminum billet one for $75. And it's a base plate. There's not a lot of signs to it. And they work good. I know somebody who has used them in the past. So at this point, I'm going to just go about it that way if somebody has one. If not, I'm going to have to cough up that cash and buy that. And if it works out, then that's it. And if that Speedmaster doesn't work, then I'm going to have to buy the correct Holley one. But there's a lot of aftermarket ones out there actually cheaper than the Holley one. The Speedmaster is the cheapest. But now that, Holley owns Quick Fuel, prices are kind of stagnant on everything. So either way, I'll let you guys go. Share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as Copper Cutlass. I really want to thank JJ and his family. Yesterday was a lot of fun. And we're going to get it. We're going to get this, and I think this is just a minor setback. I feel better about looking at the carburetor today, and JJ said he was going to put his distributor off of his race car on there to rule out the box or anything, and the distributor. So I'll let you guys go. See you.